Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to talk about Juvo versus Yuzuha versus Alice. Who should you go for? But before I go into the long answer of this question, I would like to let you know that if you don't care about maxing endgame content rewards, it doesn't really matter which characters you go for. However, if you still care about having power, something strong on your account, even if you don't care about maxing endgame content rewards, you will still find the answer within this video. And of course, the usual disclaimer, pull for who you like. Smile. Let's start first with Fufu. She's a fire stunner. She provides critical damage for her entire team. She also has decibel rating increase for the entire party by 1000, so you'll have 4000 maximum. Also, attack or rapture agents will receive 300 decibels after using their ultimate. Even if it doesn't consume decibels, this is why it really works really well with issue 1. And as of right now, I believe Juvo should be quite a significant DPS upgrade for your issue 1 teams. However, outside of issue 1 teams, is it really worthwhile picking Juvo? Well, it highly depends on your account. So for example, if you already have something like Lighter, Trigger, and you're already content within those teams, you're using those characters, I don't think Juvo is really gonna be a replacement for those. So for example, if you're playing a Hugo Vlad team with Lighter Lycaon, that's already really good, and Juvo wouldn't do much there, at least not at M0. If you are willing to get M1 Juvo, I believe she can potentially become better than Lycaon, but it is a very big ask, it's expensive, I personally don't recommend it. As of right now, with Juvo specifically, I would pick her up if you want to enhance your issue 1 team, but also do remember that issue 1 team will definitely get changed over time, specifically from the Panda side of things. The likelihood of a Rapture support S rank being released at some point in the future is extremely likely. That's why you could also wait for a Juvo rerun in the future and see which one is gonna be a bigger upgrade, the Panda replacement or the Stunner replacement. That would be Juvo. Overall with Juvo, I would say she's quite a premium pick. I would say kind of like win more type of character for your account. I don't think it's a necessity. If you already have a decently established roster, you could also wait for reruns for Lighter or something like that if you happen to have Evelyn but you don't have Lighter, because Lighter will still provide more for Evelyn teams. And same thing happens with Hugo Vlad teams, where Lycaon Lighter still ends up being better. And also for Silver Soldier Zero Ambi, Juvo, you can use her there, but if you happen to have Trigger, it's much better. So it's kind of like whatever. And also weakness and resistances comes to play, where you often have enemies that are weak/resistant to fire electric, not both at the same time. But nevertheless, if you do like Juvo, you can always pick her up. But as of right now, outside of issue 1 teams, it's not really necessarily a big, noticeable, significant upgrade. Now, let's talk about Yuzuha. But before I talk about Yuzuha, I would like to let you know that a lot of you guys who watch me are not subscribed. If you would like to support this small channel, feel free to subscribe. Smile, it's completely free of charge. Yuzuha, in short, think of it like Astra Yao type of a character, except specialized for anomaly type of teams. So if your account is full of anomaly agents, she's pretty much a great pickup, which is going to enhance pretty much all of your roster of anomaly characters. Yuzuha, much like Astra Yao, does provide an attack boost for your entire team, 1200 attack boost that is, but on top of that, she also provides anomaly build-up rate boost by 20% for her entire team, so you're gonna apply anomalies faster, and also she increases anomaly disorder damage on top of that as well. So very potent, powerful support. Basically, Yuzuha provides a lot for your anomalies as a supporter, lots of beautiful buffs. She should have some decent damage and application of anomalies as well. Speaking of anomaly, she does also provide universal anomaly build-up that's gonna match with the on-field character anomaly element, and she also has, of course, her own physical anomaly build-up. Yuzua effectively also will perform attacks off-field, which are considered aftershocks. Yuzua can also further buff your team if you happen to get her V engine. It does increase increase her own anomaly mastery, but on top of that, also anomaly proficiency for your entire team. So you'll get to do more damage. Effectively, Yuzua at M0 is already a potent character. You can enhance her further with the signature. So she's a pretty good pickup. And also, once again, Yuzua is specifically designed to buff anomaly damage more than what your Astra will do. And also, what's the advantage of this is that, let's say you have an anomaly account with lots of anomalies and also like classic attack / stun type of teams. Now you can easily have Astra in one team and then you put Yuzua with your anomalies. This will also free up your Astra slot, because right now you kind of want to use Astra Yao everywhere, but she's only one, right? And Yuzua is also gonna alleviate this issue heavily, so it's pretty good. And also Yuzua compared to Astra Yao in your anomaly teams will do more damage, because Yuzua also does build up more anomaly and she can trigger disorders. So I would highly recommend for you guys to pick up Yuzua if you have several anomaly characters on your account or you plan to get and play anomalies. You could just pick Yuzua and then go into something like Vivian on her rerun if you happen to not have Vivian, and you can kind of go from there. And lastly, we have Alice, a character that received so many reworks, changes, and kind of drastically changed to what they are. So the new version and latest version of Alice, which seems to be the finalized version more or less, is effectively a new Jane Doe, better physical DPS anomaly than her. And I would say that this role is quite saturated with anomalies, and because of that I would argue that she's not that of a high priority pickup for you if you already have Jane Doe, because if let's say the difference between Jane Doe and Alice is 10-15%, it's like whatever, you're better off picking Yuzua to enhance your Jane Doe and that's it, right? Of course, if you do like Alice, you can go for her. Basically, she's just a better Jane. She's an on-field physical DPS anomaly with pretty much same type of teams where you would play Jane Doe. However, there is one significant difference between Jane Doe and Alice, is that Alice should work better with Yanagi compared to how Jane Doe doesn't really work that well with Yanagi. So that's one thing that I would say it's different. And once again, don't get me wrong, Alice is a good character, but if you already have Jane Doe, it's not really that much of an upgrade on your account. And also, if you are interested into going anomaly stuff on your account, I would highly recommend you start with Yuzua, Vivian, and those type of characters to strengthen your anomaly core, because you always have Piper as an A rank physical anomaly that you can use in the meantime as well. As for me, I decided to skip Alice in the end because they changed her skin, the swimsuit skin, which I really liked. Now it is a censored version, you can look it up. I'm not a fan of it, so much easier for me to skip now. Smile. But yeah, this is pretty much it for this video. If you have any questions or would like to add anything yourself, feel free to write it within the comments down below. I wish you a wonderful day, guys, and see you in the next video. Ciao.